This is the Crane Radcliffe II toilet, which would eventually go on to be known as the Saratoga, introduced around the mid-late 1990s, and would be made up until 2006, or at least for the Radcliffe II, and then the Saratoga would be made up until the discontinuation of Crane plumbing in either 2012 or 14. Whether it be the Radcliffe II or the Saratoga, it's virtually the same. It's basically a Crane Galaxy front flusher on a different tank, and that literally is it. What I'm basically hinting at is that this toilet is no different from the Crane Galaxy, so let's take a look at it and see what it has to offer and see how it compares. The overall design I definitely think looks a little bit better compared to the original Crane Galaxy. The bowl is virtually the same, but now the tank is very similar to a Kohler tank. Since the bowl is basically the Galaxy 2 again, the trapway opening and passages are virtually the same. The tank parts are very simplistic, as you can tell. It has a standard handle, has the fill valve, of course has a simple 2-inch flapper, and a base. Not much to be said here, but they can be interchanged, which is nice. Let's take a look at a flush now. Nothing to really write home about, honestly. So as expected, the pulling and siphon power on this toilet is very inconsistent and very 50-50, mostly due to the inconsistent quality control of the rim jets and of course the flush itself, which doesn't seem to help things out. It's a little bit better compared to some other front flushes I've seen, but it's still not the greatest. To the shock of no one, the performance is also quite bad too. This mostly has to do with the trapway passages and the opening being kind of small, and of course front flushes are not known for performing all that well, so that's to be expected. Let's have a look at bowl rinse now. Unsurprisingly, it's quite crap. Due to the deep bowl, inconsistent rim jets, and the application of the rim jets, the bowl rinse is unsurprisingly crap. That's to be expected for a front flusher though. And that is the Crane Radcliffe II and or Saratoga toilets. Virtually the same as the Crane Galaxy front flusher, but with a different tank. Unsurprisingly, the qualities are still bad, and this toilet is still bad. That shouldn't really be too shocking. But let's see how this toilet compares to the Crane Galaxy front flusher. Let's grade it. With the original Crane Galaxy front flusher, I gave the overall design a 5. It did have a very unique style, but it did look kind of plain if you think about it. Meanwhile, the Crane Radcliffe II looks a little bit better with its fake Kohler tank. It actually suits it quite well, but I'm not going to pretend it's like the best design ever because it's getting a 6. Spoiler alerts, the scores are going to be the exact same from here on out. For example, the tank parts are getting a 6. The tank parts are very simplistic as always, but they can be interchanged. Sometimes that's just for the best. With both the Galaxy and the Radcliffe II, I'm giving the quality control a 4. The main problem is that the ramjet quality is not very good, and very inconsistent. Sometimes the ramjets are so messed up, the flushes get very messed up, especially the 88 versions. The trapway designs are kind of ruined by their trapway openings. Otherwise, they're kind of plain. I give them both a 4. If you've seen a front flusher before, they all kind of flush the same for the most part. The flushes on both are pretty much the same and are very unremarkable. They both get a 5. The bowl clearances on both of these toilets is not the best. They can be a little bit inconsistent from time to time, especially on the 88 ones, but the standard height ones do a little bit better. Overall, it's nothing that special and nothing that great. Both of them get a 5. As expected, the performance is quite bad. This has to do with the small trapway openings, where things could get caught and clog up. Honestly, it's not very surprising for a front flusher. Both of these get a 4. And also as expected, the bowl rinse is pretty crappy on both of these. While these do have angled rim jets, whether that's intentional or not can be questioned, the application of the rim jets and the deep bowl don't help. Therefore, stains get out pretty easily. Both of them get a 3. As expected, the survivability is not very good for both of these toilets. They have a lot of quality issues and a lot of bad things holding them back. Therefore, they both get a 4. Now let's talk about the final values of both of these toilets. With the original Crane Galaxy front flusher, I gave it a 4 in value. The main problem is just a bad toilet. with the most predictable qualities of front flushers, crappy bowl rinse, bad performance, and of course the most predictable flushes and bowl clearances imaginable. There really isn't much to it. Meanwhile, the Radcliffe II is also getting a 4. As expected, the qualities are the exact same as the Galaxy front flusher, and it's still bad. The only thing different is that the design looks a little bit nicer, but not by too much. Now let's compare the final scores of both the Crane Galaxy front flusher and the Crane Radcliffe II. With the Galaxy front flusher, I gave it a 44 out of 100. Meanwhile, the Radcliffe II gets a 45 out of 100. Wow, a 1-point difference. It's still a predictably bad front flusher. Like the Galaxy front flusher, it's basically the same exact toilet but with a different tank. And as expected, the qualities are still just as bad. Outside of the tank, I don't know why this toilet even exists.